Hey guys, my name is Simpzy. How you all doing? Welcome back to some more Total War Warhammer 2 here today on the channel. We're back on the Warden and the Paunch DLC, playing as the High Elf Eltharion. This is episode 3. In today's episode, we're going to be dealing with some Norscan raiders who have taken the province north of Yvresse. So, if you like the sound of that, feel free to leave the video a like, subscribe if you're new around here with notifications on, let me know in the comments feedback and suggestions for the series, and where you'd like me to expand and conquer. Gotta say a huge thank you to the Creative Assembly for sending me an early access copy of the DLC and making this Let's Play possible. So a huge thank you to them and their community team. On the 22nd of May, the DLC will be available to the public in Australia. We currently have a defensive pact with the Ether Queen. We're slowly but surely getting towards those Sisters of Avalon. We also have a military alliance with Tyrion. She's actually marched over against the Norscan tribes. We currently have a full stack in the north. This is what we currently occupy. Some of the eastern inner circle and out, and we have a military pack. Over in the far west, there seems to be a really nice holdout there by Count Noctilus, and also the Dark Elves are starting to push. The main objective of this series is to unite Ulthuan, obviously going for the Vortex victory as well. So, let's encircle here today. We've got another full stack coming up with my Fire Mage. Now, is she going to take too much attrition? No, she can come in. So you want to throw back Norska. The raiding, they've actually... Usually they tend to raid a lot more, but they knocked out the High Elf faction that was here. So they've got a really nice footing we have to deal with. So let's fight this one on the field. Here today, they've got a lot of quality units. So supposedly, it's like a 95% auto-resolve. I think it's going to be harder on the campaign map when we play it, just due to that mammoth they've got there and just the monstrous beasts they're equipping. So, let's fight this one on the battlefield. The first one here today against the Norscan clans. Okay guys, welcome to the battle map. Unfortunately, we don't have the winds of magic within our favour, so let's roll the dice. 13, what's it going to go to? Whoa, 22, I'll take that. Let's start the deployment. So most of my army consists of Lothan Sea Guard. For now, I do like the double ability that they have. We've got a couple of rangers. We've also got some of the new Silver and Guard, which I really do like in this DLC, along with the Arcade Phoenix, and the lines are okay. Right, let's move you guys further back. We want to unite with one force. Yeah, it's a 50-50. That's what I thought. Like, just looking at that army composition for Norska there, it looked a lot more in their favour. So we'll put back to a defensive position, hold there where we can, because if we don't target focus fire upon their monstrous units, they're realistically going to carve through my front line like carving a cake. Alright, let's move you further back here. We'll try capture the Norscan leader and put him in shackles and shove him inside Athel Tamara, but we'll see how we go. The Arcane Phoenix, Guy Fawkes, scouting the forward position, but let's have a look at the Norscan clan. So they've got some werewolves there on the right, pike units, clan spears. They've got some mounted raiders there as well. They've got some frost trolls slowly but surely pushing up, and there they have the monstrous beast. They have a mammoth in the field. Oh, frost trolls there. They said normal trolls, I guess. Alrighty, where are our reinforcements? Are they in just yet? And they are. So what I'll do is I'll make a second infantry defensive line. Now personally in Warhammer, I like to put guard mode on my spear units, like my infantry units. So I shall put defensive formation and turn off skirmish mode with my Lothan Guard, because we don't want them to fall back, for example. Alright. So let's form up here. So we've got Eltharion. We'll try chuck him in and allow him to do some limited magic. We have my Fire Mage, which is fantastic. We should be able to deploy the Flaming Head. And we've also got Cavell, a Lord Master of Hoeth. Okay, so the Norscan tribes are slowly but surely pushing up against us. So, I will be doing a Vortex victory for this series. We will complete it, so don't worry about that. But this series will end in the not too soon future. So if I was to do another, let me know in the comments. Should we play as Warden the Paunch or Imric on the Grand Campaign? So we seem to be holding on this left flank. The wolves seem to be pissing us for now. It's kind of hard to see in the thick forest. They seem to be holding their position. And they're still continuing to go forward. So we need to rebuild Athel Tamara to 100 blessings before we can initiate the siege battle for Tor Yvresse with Grom. But he will arrive in 150 turns regardless. I think that's what the top thing on the campaign map says. I don't know just yet. We're only like 30 turns in this campaign or so. Still seem to be holding. The men of Yvresse are doing well. Rangers in the front line. Fire Mage as well. Sir, look to the tree line. They're coming in. So we've got 2 rungs of infantry. And some of my archers are starting to pepper the enemy combatants. Okay. I want to eventually get an army build with Sisters of Avalon. I'd love to get some bolt throwers as well. They're so good. So we'll try the Flaming Head. We want to sort of... You want to try and get it on an angle so it hits more. This is going to be kind of hard. What you can do is put her on the side. That's probably not too bad there. Let's go for that. We need to start disrupting their units. We're going to hit 2 in the front. And then trolls on the side. Okay, that could have been a lot better. But the front line is starting to engage us now. We seem to be doing a lot of damage. The Sea Guard are getting their quick first volleys up. The Mammoth is pushing our left-hand side. Bring it down! Bring it down! Oh no! They're getting stuck into our little lions there. Alright, let's try and do some DPS where we can. Looks like their Mammoth has gone into a full-fledged craze. But here comes a firebolt! It's done a decent amount of damage. For now, I quite like the Lothan Sea Guard for the start and mid-game. What? God damn it. I misclicked. I was trying to get it in the blob. I ended up just like nearly wiping out half my units. That Phoenix tornado ability is so strong. Right, we still seem to be holding. Okay. Still haven't brought down that mammoth just yet. But we can go with another flaming head now. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about! So the front line still holding. Along with the mammoths, copped another firebolt. You gotta give it to Norska. They are tough, brave brutes. Now, we'll try and capture their leader when we can, but we'll see how we go. We've depleted most of our winds of magic. But I do need to practice and get a little bit better with my magic deployment. It's been quite some time since I played a Warhammer campaign on the channel Let's Played. And especially when you play too many like historical classic Total Wars. The only thing I can sort of compare it to is in the UFC, you occasionally get ring rust. I definitely get Total War rust. Okay, so we still seem to hold well. Taking the defensive position was the play because they would have absolutely swarmed us. But overall, my Lothern Sea Guards seem to be holding. And my mixed match of a couple of spears as well. But at the end of the day, Norska are fighting for a new, warm, free home. All they want to do is trade and be farmers. They're like the dirt of Ulthuan. I would too if I lived in the cold popsicle north. So, Eltharion, once we get the Fang Sword of Eltharion, we should be able to chuck him into more heavy fighter sort of 1v1 DPS action, along when we get Stormwing as well. I don't think he's as good as Karl Franz statistically, but he's up there with Tyrion. And we have victory! We have victory here today. Once again, Eltharion the Grim, the Prince of Yvresse, and the Warden of Yvresse has won. Let's try and run down the remaining stragglers. Norska has fallen. I don't know why. Because sometimes when you play a battle and the auto resolve is like not so if the auto resolve is not in your favor, but then you play it, it's sometimes easier. I don't usually have it the other way, where the auto resolve is massively within my favor, but it's like a 50-50. Strange. I guess it just calculated archer spam. I'm not entirely sure, but it was a close victory. If I mid-maxed my magic, like reflecting on that battle, I could have done a lot better. Holding that defensive position was fine. We could have targeted and maybe focused some of the beasts a little bit more, but I don't think that's too bad. So we had 2.1. They had... No, it was about the same, maybe slightly more. We lost 558, 138. They had more beasts than us. Looking at my overall army, some of my spearmen got focused there as well. The White Lions, who weren't able to flank and use them, like utilize their potential overly. The archers did tremendously well, along with the Arcane Phoenix. But a close one. I'll take that against Kargash the Ripper. Okay guys, welcome to the campaign map. We didn't lose any entire units, which is fantastic. And we also got 3.2k for the war chest. It was previously an elven city. So we shall occupy it, even though it was under Norscan control for a little bit. We might be able to use the building still, I hope, inside. Now to take this entire province, we just need to knock out one more Norscan settlement. They want peace? You'd have to give me, like, a lot. Because I want to kick you off the Isles. No matter. Okay, we got an upgrade here in Athol Tamara. We've got a couple of options here. We could go with further Waystone networks, which I'm going towards. We've gone with an upgrade from the Mistwalkers already. Alright, welcome to the top of the turn. 35 in our campaign. Our defense is slightly up, and we're also getting defense of the Mist as well. And, well, Yvresse has a defense level of 1. So within 35 turns, we're at 25. We need to get to 100 before we can initiate the Vortex victory final. Alright. We're nearly ready to throw back Norska from whence they came. We've sent my mage up for an attack, but because there's so much chaos corruption there, she's actually taking a lot of attrition. So we're actually better off moving Eltharion with the High Elf Navy on an amphibious attack. That should give us a large enough and favourable auto resolve. Do I really need to put you on a force march to get there?
On ahead.
I am their end. Another
What?
time, villain.
You're there.
Warden of Yvresse.
Do I have to disembark you?
Strike
Oh,
them
come
down.
off it. Even took a little bit of attrition there as well. No matter.
To fund my studies.
We'll get rid of you. Good, we're throwing them back. Hey, Rise of the Mistwalkers. This is some of the unique titles you get. So Cavil has proven himself to be one of Yvresse's finest warriors, and now you can induct him into the ranks of the Mistwalkers if you choose to. So, these titles grant additional buffs for characters. So you've only got a couple. So, you really could min-max this depending on who you confederate with. For example, Tyrion and Teclis are on the banner. So we've got the Sentinel, the Shadow, and the Watcher. You'd give like the Watcher to like a Lithanar or something. I think the Watcher's probably the best for Cavil, as he is going to be with Eltharion for the majority of the campaign. Getting that movement buff, I think, is the better play, along with Untaintedness, as well as we conquer further into Vampiric and Chaos Corruption lands. So Norska do seem to want peace with me now. Hi. I have no ambition going into the Sea of Chaos. And it's even like hostile anyway, we couldn't really hold it. We'd sign a non-aggression pact with them if we could against Welch. How much would you give me?
In agreement.
We'll take the 1.8k then. Noctilus doesn't want peace. I probably wouldn't accept Grom either, but there's no harm looking. We've got some rights here as well. We can invoke a Saurian as well, as this is a quest for us. Spending the 2k, we basically get it back, plus a little bit of XP. Okay, Alario, do you want a confederation? Oh, maybe. If it was to go through, we'd have to give her a heaps, because it costs a lot. Hey, Alariel has accepted. We can finally recruit Sisters of Avalon now. And we can get Alariel in. She's a fantastic, legendary lord. I would have maybe preferred to go with Tyrion to secure his loyalty, because you never know, the heir of the Narian can sort of stab in the back sometimes. But we've secured an abundance of provinces in the northern centre, outer and inner ring. So she borders a lot of factions in the north here. We've waited 42 turns. Let's have a look at her buildings. That's not too bad. Because what you're sometimes better to do, if you're playing on like legendary difficulty, you're actually better off to like confederate until really late, because it allows the AI to basically build up and cheat these really awesome, economically viable settlements. We need the archers. Alrighty, let's go through what we're working with, army-wise. So, we have Eltharion, now with peace with the Norskins to the north. We're going to head him south, because we are at war with Count Noculus. He's taken a sizable amount of territory near Tyrion. Now let's deal with the Everqueen. So, looking at her army build, she's got some rangers. She's also got some Treekin as well. Let's have a look at how the AI has spec'd her for now. She's only level 10, so she's not too high. She's got really good healing, I like that. And only one sister of Avalon. Not good enough. Not good enough, Eltharion. Alright, so she was at war with a couple of high elf damn Druki factions to the north. And she has the Phoenix Gate as well, that's good. She's also got a couple of generals, agents, not generals, agents rather, that we don't need. They cost like 200 as well. It's maybe worth getting rid of the ones that we don't need, because at the moment we're only making 2k a turn. We haven't got the largest, most fruitful empire just yet. Need to get our trade zones up. Noculus will probably want peace. I want his territory though. And Grom is still down in the south. Okay guys, welcome to the top of the turn. We're 45 in our campaign, and it's time to declare war upon Caledor. We're going to have the battle for Vol's Anvil here today. Count Noctilus has been pushed back somewhat, but to unite Ulthuan, we're going to have to do some more civil war action. Getting Vol's Anvil is a really strong settlement in Ulthuan. It shall be mine. We need to capture the spire. Caledor's rest post in the north. I can't get enough of this bubbling, boiling volcano just outside Caledor. It's fantastic. Now, Tor to the north is under the control of Noctilus. We'll go deal with him in a sec. But Vol's Anvil, unfortunately, they only have one settlement, so they're going to bite the dust quite quickly. Alrighty, welcome to the top of the turn. The siege equipment is now built. Let's take Vol's Anvil. 4 units of spears, 4 archers, a clean cut, decisive auto resolve. Not as built up as what I thought, but no matter. Alright, Eltharion is now rank 14, and we can finally access his mount, Stormwing. And yeah, there he is. Oh, it looks so cool. The black and white colours of the hatchling. There's Eltharion on his mount. Cool, cool, cool. Right, let's push north. A small Caledor force has come out to meet us. We can deal with that easy. And our first battle with Stormwing. Come on. Alright, let's push north against the pirates. And Caledor now is no more. Alrighty, so it looks like we're going to be able to take out Count Noculus here a little bit easier, because it looks like Tyrion, son of an Aryans, now rocked up. And he's also got some war lions with him as well. So, let's push the siege. We've got my mage coming with me as well. She's quite useful. We haven't got the economy to give her an army just yet, but soon we will. Now, I might just auto-resolve this one straight out, because Tyrion probably isn't going to get there in time, and we want to be ahead of him, because last time he was taking settlements from me when we declared war against Safri. Further to the north, the vampires still have White Peak. Alright, let's repair, replenish, and continue where we can. They're even taking High Vale as well. Man, oh man, they're taking the coast. Alrighty, let's push towards White Peak now. The vampire pirate Count Noctilus is ravaging, reaping, and reaving the western outer coast of Ulthuan. And we seem to be just carving up his pirate zombie boys quite quickly. 99 now until Grom returns. Alrighty guys, well, unfortunately on that note, it is time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching episode 3 of the Total War Warhammer Warden and the Paunch DLC campaign as Eltharion. We have taken nearly the entire outer circle of Ulthuan. There's still a couple of outlining islands here and there. Tyrion is still yet to confederate with us. And yeah, 2 factions remain, and the Knights of Calador. I can't show you guys just yet. I should be able to at some point. But yeah, thank you very much for watching episode 3. Got to say a huge thank you to the Creative Assembly for sending me a early access copy of Warden the Paunch for free and making this Let's Play possible. Stay tuned for more episodes on the channel. We still need to unite the 10 kingdoms, outer and in. We need to unite the High Elves under an Yvresse banner. Once we're done with that, depending on if we get to our victory conditions, I don't think... Yeah, I think we're gonna take Ulthuan well before Grom rocks up. So I think we have time to invade maybe 1 or 2 continents. Let me know in the comments. Do we go north to Nagron or do we go south to deal with Grom? Unfortunately, guys, it is time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know in the comment section down below your feedback for the series. And if you'd like to see more, that's the best way to ensure more content. Leave a dislike if you're not enjoying the series. Check out my social media links if you want to stay connected with me. Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, all in the description below. Patreon and merchandise link in the description below, along with the Steam group. Come and join the community on Steam. And on that note, unfortunately, I have to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching once again. Make sure to take care of yourselves. Go out and have a fantastic rest of your day. My name has been Simpzy. Goodbye.